The Saturday Night Ride with DJ Epps.
It's time to turn up your smart device and crank it loud. Hey yo, Epps, let these motherfuckers know.
What up, everybody? It's the world famous DJ Epps right here on the #1 mix show. Yes, Saturday Night Ride on LL Cool J Rock the Bells Radio, SiriusXM Channel 43. I'm gonna need you to share, comment, like, all that, man, because right about now, ladies and gentlemen,
Welcome to Rock the Bells.
there you go. I always wanted to do that, man. I got legendary Disco Rick in the
I'm
building.
here, baby. I always wanted to be here. I'm hearing it all the time. I'm in the car. Rock the Bells Radio. Rock the Bells Radio. I don't want to listen to that new song. Rock the Bells Radio. LL Radio. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Yo, Disco, thank you for passing through riding shotgun with your boy.
Oh, I got to. This is historical. This is where I want to be. This is the music that I grew up with. This is the music that I played with as a DJ.
Listen, when you say historical, I have to agree with you. For me, it's very historical because, you know, I had Ross here. I had JT Money here. You know what I mean? But, you know what I mean? When they're legendary. But
Yeah,
when another legend like you come through, like,
God.
and I have to shine the light on Miami, like it's something else, man. And I thank you for coming by today.
And I want to bless this room and bless this station. And to my wingman, my best man was, Prince Markie D.
Right.
The Fat Boys. So, this presence, I feel his presence right now.
I do. I hear him laughing. I hear him. Yo, kid.
Yo, kid. Yo, Rick. That's my wingman. You know what I'm saying?
So how far back you and Markie D goes, man? And I know there's KOD stories. there's all types of stories.
When they was in limo coming to Miami, when I was a DJ, they was the rappers. But those are stories,
Yeah.
That's untold, that should be told. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let the soul rest right now.
No. Markie told me it's all right. Let it loose because he's smiling right now and happy that we here at Rock the Bells, man. So rest in peace, Prince Markie D, Fat Boys.
Yes.
Markie D was also known to rock strip clubs such as Booby Trap, but really, really known for that KOD.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That King of Diamonds.
When he came over to me, he came over to my world, he was like listening. He was like, yo, this kid, I was like, he was just listening. He was listening. And he was like, yo, and he had Akinelli there, yo, listen to Rick, listen to him. You know what I'm saying? And Prince Markie D was sucking it in. And if I was off the mic,
right,
you couldn't tell I was off the mic.
Right.
Because he was on the mic, and it was the same show.
Yeah.
The girls, everything, it was the same show. King of Diamonds, Welcome to King of Diamonds.
Yeah.
When they want that, they say, yo, I thought you was up there. No, that's Prince Markie D.
Yeah.
My wingman.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to work hard no more because he got it now. I switched his life from that to the strip club. But that wasn't a strip club. That was a mega building. That was a building that put people across the world, from Black China to Jocelyn to Tip Drill to, it put people across the Jessica Dime piece. It put a lot of people across the world with that strip club. It changed hip-hop.
Right.
That club changed hip-hop, where hip-hop started going to strip club.
Yeah.
Ladies and everybody. They said, why all the ladies lining up? Because it's different. It's different. It's like Walt Disney.
Yep. I have to be.
So Prince Markie D made a big
definitely
impact on that.
I have to be honest with you, man. You, Markie, Akinelli, want to say Big Mo too, man. You guys influenced me with that strip club shit, because I was in a strip club, man.
I got to give a shout out to Pops,
Pops
Terry,
too,
and Lenny Moore.
Yeah.
Lenny Moore taught us a lot.
You guys were bad influence, but y'all showed me how to get money, and I appreciate that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It took me a while.
I wasn't the type to go chase them girls in the back door. No,
I wasn't doing it for 10 years. Till later, I was like, Prince Markie D was like, Rick. I was like, you know what? Hey, the old head.
Now, what hip hop artists do you remember that their brand, their legacy kind of like blew up from the strip clubs. Like I remember, like Lil Wayne and Fat Joe.
You mean that era? I thought you were talking about the beginning era.
Any era.
We start from the beginning era. It comes from all of us. Me, Luke, as the Dogs. You understand?
Yeah.
Gucci Crew, which was me, with Sally That Girl. That wasn't really strip club, but me as the Dogs, strip club. Luke, Too Loud, strip club. JT Money,
right.
With the song Shake What Your Mama Gave You,
right.
strip club, and that started everything off. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But we were strip club kings back then from Rolex era. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it brought things up. So it was different then. Now the era started changing. Mm-hmm. And then you had Diamond's Cabaret. Mm-hmm. You had Trick Daddy in there every couple of nights, and he started his trend, and I always announced Trick Daddy's song as the anthem.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Anybody want to
fuck with
yeah. Me? Ooh. And I always put my voice behind that for Trick for so many years in that club. And then when King of Diamonds came by, when Lenny Moore, Pops, Terry, and myself,
right.
and I got to get shot to Liz, she was part of that whole regime to make everything work. 'Cause
right.
that's how everything worked, But when y'all don't want me to say this, but I got to say it because I'm only going to speak the truth.
No,
right?
you got to speak the truth.
So,
please do.
When somebody said to me, Lenny Moore said, don't put the artists on stage. Don't put the girls. He was sure right. You know what I'm saying? He was right. Mm-hmm. But then he was out the strip club of King and Diamond, that time.
Right.
When we actually say, you know what? And somebody said, we're going to have this party on Super Bowl. I say, no. Okay, no artists on the stage.
Yeah.
And Khaled was over there. And over there. I say, what are y'all doing? Yeah, rearranging the whole strip club. So, Rick, come on, man. Puff Daddy, all them.
Yeah.
Diddy.
Yeah.
All them going to do the Super Bowl.
No baby oil.
So, the baby oil was already in the locker room for the girl. So, Puff Daddy and T.I. and others with, Khaled, and also you gotta say Lil Wayne, and when you say Lil Wayne, you gotta say Floyd Money Mayweather.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
They made a big impact on King of Diamonds.
Right.
You understand? So I'm not gonna take nothing away from them. When Diddy came in there and did that Super Bowl party that whole weekend, King of Diamonds became something bigger than just a strip club.
Right.
It became
a circus.
It became the circus. It became the biggest thing in hip hop. You understand? So King of Diamonds, Miami, the original, changed hip hop. When Puff Daddy did that Super Bowl party and the whole weekend with all the celebrities, with T.I. and everybody, and Rick Ross, he really changed it when he flew in with a helicopter on his birthday and all that. And it was just, okay, we got to get approval for that. But we did. We got a clearance, and it worked. And unbelievable thing that you thought couldn't happen, happened at King of Diamonds. We're like, how all this get to happen here? Man, we had the right people,
Exactly.
And shout out to the great Mr. Mr. Galati.
Yeah.
Galati
Ladies and gentlemen, if you just tuned in, man, I got Disco Rick. I don't know where the dog's at, but we're going to find out in a minute.
Yeah.
Let me play some joints right quick, and we're going to come back right here on Rock the Bell Saturday Night Ride.
Rock the bells!
Ladies and gentlemen, it's your boy DJ Epps with my man Disco Rick riding shotgun on the Saturday Night Ride. LL Cool J Rock the Bells Radio. Disco Rick. What happened to the dogs? Where's the dogs at? Where the dogs at? Huh?
There's a long story about the dogs, Something happened in that regime when that group. One of the members, did some things.
Got you.
End up in a life situation.
Oh, okay,
So,
okay.
I got away from that part of the group, but bless him. Hopefully that, things change for life, that nothing really happens to him. You know what I'm saying? So he can get out that situation.
Understood.
Come home. He's been gone for so long. But that's what happened with the dogs. But the dogs was kind of like Gucci Crew, Sally That Girl,
Right.
was my first, thing that's going on with me.
Right.
Victor May, which is rest in peace, the head rapper of the group, and 240 Shorty. We three controlled the whole Gucci Crew thing all through life. And then when I separated from them, I created the Dogs.
Right.
Everybody thought the Dogs was the rapper. No, it was just me.
Yeah.
And then I realized,
kind of like Yin Yang Twins and the East Side Boys.
Yes, I kind of realized Rakim and
Eric B.
Yeah. It was all about Eric B. It wasn't never Rakim. You understand? Rakim like, hold up, I gotta get my name out here. You know what I'm saying? And I noticed that. But I didn't really pay attention about me being the Dogs.
Right.
Until I saw Luke say, the Two Line Crew. Hold up, Luke. Hold up. Two Line Crew featuring Luke. Then Luke became a one name, out of the group. Right. So I had to become Disco Rick.
Right.
Outside the group. The Dogs featuring Disco Rick.
Right.
Because everybody like, I'm the only rapper. I just got dancers. You understand? They were dancing. We all call it Dogs. Yeah. So I learned how Luke changed. I changed. Right. You understand? So I became a household name to the world. So now when you say Disco Rick, okay.
Got you.
You understand?
Got you. And you guys had some outrageous names for your albums. Talk to me, like, how do you get away with the Negro, Negro's Back?
The Negro's Back was banned the first month with me holding a Ku Klux Klan hat over the fire.
Whose idea was this?
It was mine. Because what happened was at the Dogs era, Luke was being banned and going to jail. I went to jail a couple times. You know what I'm saying? And I was mad at the people in Mississippi, Alabama. Oh, not the folks, but the folks that with the badges,
Yeah.
And they pissed me off. So you got to understand, that was the early 80s. You know, we had to go through a lot, like, coming through them towns where I had to actually have my group perform in front of the police inside the dressing room to go on and see what we gonna do before we go on stage. And he told the S-Clan, Professor X and them, that they better not say a curse word up there. And we headlined, he told Ghetto Boys, they better not say nothing. Then he told Vanilla Ice, he better not say nothing. You can't touch your pants, you can't grab your crotch, you can't do none of that.
Wow.
In Columbus, Alabama. You remember that's where Bobby Brown and somebody got who got arrested or whatever. Bobby Brown and somebody who was making love on the couch. Remember that?
I remember the incident. I forgot what artist was that, but Bobby was definitely.
I think that was it. And then he went to jail for that. But I remember leaving the hotel when when Bushwick, God bless him, he said, hey, the dog, y'all going to jail. And they had just left the concert, so they was all, so we behind S-Clan. But I'm watching Vanilla Ice on stage. He grabbing, crouching, doing all that.
Yeah.
People, I'm like, look at him. They didn't do nothing to that white boy. We always on tour together. He ain't do nothing to him.
Right.
That man, after that show, that man got off that stage with a applaud, did what he did. And the next day he was on Arsenio Hall. He left our ass. The next day he was on Arsenio Hall. He left us. He blew up right out on our tour. So I was like, okay, now our tour broke up.
That's it.
That was it for the tour.
It's a wrap.
But they made me do a whole show in front of them. I had my dogs dancing to make sure they don't grab nothing and all that. And then Professor X, and we going on last, so they said we ain't gonna give you a half deposit until we know you're gonna be on that stage. So I said, don't curse. Please don't curse. I hope they don't curse. And then he got up there, Professor Ed said, look at all the devils looking at me. All the devils in here with that blue eyes. Told me the white people. I was like, no, we in the middle. Columbus. Don't do it in the country. So he's saying this. I'm listening like, me and the boys listening. I'm like, He said, yo, we gonna funk this place.
What?
So he said the F word. Then all of a sudden, police rush the stage, and next thing you know, they behind the stage talking. He said, I didn't say that.
Yeah.
I said funk. I was like, no, you didn't.
He knew exactly what he was doing.
You just messed me up, bro. You just messed me up. Now I'm on stage about to do a Mickey Mouse PG show for the dog, looking crazy in front of the people. They already half them left because Vanilla Ice, well, he did his thing. He done blew up the spot. So we can't do nothing. We Mickey Mouse. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it was terrible. I mean, getting arrested, getting stopped, you know what I'm saying, getting your show pulled. Police rushed me in Orlando, rushed my whole stage in the middle of the arena, sold out arena. And before they did that, they told Tracy Spencer was on the Pepsi tour with me. I was a headliner. Magic Mike was there. Jodeci had one song they opened up.
Right.
They was the first one to open up the stage and everything. And I remember Tracy going back, I think she told somebody that we were going to do the X-Rated show, and that's what we're going. And they say, you know, somebody made that call. As soon as I got on stage,
they were right there.
They were right there. I saw all them police undercover standing right there by the stage in the middle of the arena. So I said to DJ, with your DJ Gorilla Tech, I said, Tech, we going to do it. I said, Alan Johnson, right out loud, run that DAT. You know, we had that machine. Yeah. He said, hey, can see it for the sound, man. He said, fast like, all right, they don't want us to sing nothing. Boom, boom, I got the crowd going. If they cut this shit, y'all tears. You know?
Oh, my God,
so
man.
while I went on, they stopped on the stage. They let me do about a couple songs. As soon as they got to that third one, they rushed the stage. They cut the mics off. I dropped the mic.
Yeah.
People know it was off. They rushed the stage, and the whole crowd just started flipping up chairs and doing woo. And they had us backstage, and Jody and them looking like, he going to jail. And
those were the times, my boy.
They made me go back out. Why? And they put Magic Mike last because it's his hometown. Yeah. But they put him there last because they knew what I was going to do last. So let him be last. So Magic Mike, you know, that was his hometown. So they made me walk out and act like nothing was wrong, waving at the crowd, walking around the arena like nothing wrong. I said, they going to get me after this. They slick. They going to arrest me. They going to arrest me. I know. So, and growing up in that era, a lot of rappers these days doesn't know that. Yeah. What Luke have done, what Two Live Crew have done for the fight, freedom, or the sticker that they got on their records, which we don't have records no more. They don't have records no more. Right. So y'all ain't going to see that no more. But they don't understand but the freedom of speech, that we're allowed to do what we want to do on these records, and Madonna too. Yeah. And her performance is because of Uncle Luke and Two Live Crew. So let me give you a prime example, ladies and gentlemen. Disco Rick in the building. Let me play this drum right quick. It's called Your Mama's on Crack Rock. All right? I don't know how you got away with this one, but I got away with it. It goes something like this. Word up, man, ladies and gentlemen. It's DJ Epps on the Saturday Night Ride. LL Cool J Rock the Bells Radio. Disco Rick riding shotgun with me. Stories for days. I just finished playing Your Mama's on Crack Rock. And lately, this been going real viral. Like, it's been everywhere. Not my mama. Talk to me about your why this record? Why? What? You didn't. I know everything. Me growing up in the projects of Edison, shout out to Edison. But me growing up at Edison, and shout out, you know, to everybody over there. They know exactly what we were doing. Yeah. We know what we were doing bad. Crack was being sold. And it was a Saturday morning, and I'm just sitting on the porch in the project. Yeah. And here go the kids outside doing regular kid stuff, girl. Right. Boom. Shawala wala boom. Shabang bang. Watch me do it. Watch me do it. Boom. Why you be messing up? That's you. Push that one. That one push that one. That's why your mom on that crack. I was like, I was saying, your mom on that rock. I say, crack rock.
Yeah.
Put them together. Yeah. I grabbed all their asses, took them to the studio.
Sing that shit.
Them the same kids that was doing that in the street in front of me.
Rick, bad influence, man.
No, they grown. They got grandkids now. 2 on my niece, 1 of my nephew at the end. So, you know, they were part of the family. 3 on with them, but they were part of the family.
Right.
I'm talking to their kids now. They kids like, hey, what up? You saw your mama?
Right.
But it ended up inspiring a lot of people. If you look at the Netflix, the series of the Word Crack, it's the biggest thing on Netflix. They never took it off because it's so big about Miami and drugs all over the world.
Right.
And then they used me and put me in my video in my face and said what I was talking about. Just I was like, but I got paid for that.
Right.
But yeah, it's still running. Should check it out.
That's good, man. You also have other hit records. We're gonna get into that in a second, but
yeah. A lot of producing, though.
I like the shirt you're wearing right now. We're going to take it back to 1985 right quick. Give me one word that...
It used to be flat when my stomach came out.
I told you about that soda, man. You know what I mean? We got, you know what I mean?
It used to be flat. It was like iron board. Now it's like,
I'm going to say each name. Give me one word that describes each name. All right? Let's start with DJ Laz.
Latino, mommy, well, I swear to God, I didn't know what they were saying. Mommy, and I say, let me recite this. Mommy, that niggas in the backyard, they trying to steal our mangoes. Go get the gun for Pop. I recited that.
Uncle Al, rest in peace.
Rest in peace. Uncle Al, I can't say nothing. It's so big. He's got so much that he done influenced Miami. You know, growing up watching me, you know, him growing up after me, and watching him take on and loving the streets and grabbing the streets, and everybody catered to him, not catered to him, but respect him, and the work that he did for, you know, with Luke on radio, and everything in the community, and he always served the community a lot. You understand? And that's why they always have a festival in this every year in August and celebrate his life. You know what I'm saying? He was like one of the biggest DJs we had in Miami. You understand? That raised and born and raised. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Sugar Hill DJs. You know, so it's a hard thing because we was all like brothers. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right.
Never forgot.
Speaking of DJs, Jam Pony Express.
Jam Pony, Slick Vic, and all them boys, they still rocking, though. They still rocking. I'm like, why y'all want to put the mic down? No, nigga. I said, you ain't got no more tea.
A lot of people outside of Miami gets confused with Jam Pony Express and Sugar Hill DJs.
Yeah, they pretty much, different. But Jam Pony Express pretty much was like a record.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
There was a record just listening to them without a record. You understand?
Right.
They was on top of your record. Like, they was part of your record.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
If you heard their voice on a mixtape, they was part of your record. You understand? Now, if you hear your song without them, be like, hey, what the hell is Jam Pony at? I need Jam Pony. Because they were part of your record, bro.
Right.
You understand?
Right. Gucci Crew 2.
Gucci Crew 2. Well, it started as we was all high school at Miami Edison.
Yeah.
And when me and Vic ourselves, we did a song together. It was called Gucci Bass. That was the first song on that album. The first song, Gucci Bass.
Right.
And then after that one, we bought 240 Shorty came along on the rest of the stuff. And he didn't join us. He was already among us already in school.
Right.
So. And that was just one song with me and Vic started off to get our feet in the door.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At which is a hot production, which was TK Records, and which is Henry Stone. So that's a pioneer itself. You know, that's Miami legend right there, Henry Stone.
Yes, sir.
We was on that label, you understand, along with a bunch of other people, a lot of legends. But Gucci Crew, Sally That Girl was a mistake.
What?
It was a mistake. We were on tour, Stevie B, Spring Love Tour. We came home, And I think before that tour, I think we came home and they put the album together themselves. And that record was on there. So my boys decided to tear the studio up with a fire extinguisher. What? So we got charged with that. But we was fussing about that song because we was bush jiving around. The chorus was off. Oh, it was playing.
Yeah.
That girl.
Those records?
Henry Stone was so mad. He said, "You guys don't know hits. You guys don't understand this is going to be the hit." We were like, whatever.
And guess what?
And guess what?
Yep. Woo, that girl.
That girl. That girl. And hey, they on stage. They probably was on stage last night. Gucci Crew, Trinier, Stevie B in Brazil right now. Last night. You know, so I've been in Brazil and I was there for months. I mean, I've been there.
Yeah.
And jeez. But shout out to them. They're on tour. But I'm hanging with Luke right now.
Speaking about Luke, 2 Live Crew.
Luke, 2 Live Crew.
Rest in peace, Markie. Rest in peace, Chinaman.
Yeah, Chinaman. Rest in peace. And shouts out to Mr. Mix, who's going to keep it going. He keep it going. And Fresh Kid Ice, when they came to Miami, he was, with Luke.
And a lot of people don't know that they're not from Miami.
They're not from Miami. They came down. Luke was paying them like $1,000, whatever, $1,500 or whatever less.
Right.
Or we can get them $500 to just perform in the skate ring or Pac Jam or whatever. Then I'm being SCS Express / Party Down. So Luke was like, "Yo, I got these guys." Sell it to me and Manny for about maybe $500.
Right.
Down south, I remember we had them there. And maybe probably paid about $500 to $1,000. That's how much these artists was getting. No disrespect, and I met them down there, and then all of a sudden one day Luke was at the skating ring at Pac Jam, and I'm gonna remember this. Me and this guy named Cool Larry skating. So at the end of the night, Luke made some money.
Right.
Luke say, "Yo, I got $1,500. I'm gonna take this money. And I'm going to do a record with them things."
Yeah.
And we and Cool Larry was looking at him like,
"What?"
"Yeah, okay."
Whatever.
But that's Luke. So weeks later, I pulled up at a station. A station.
Right.
So Luke pulled up on a motorcycle, little old chopper. He had a chopper.
Luke on a motorcycle?
With a book bag. Not a book bag like we got now,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
a book bag
right.
with strap. He had on the back. He had records in the bag. So he was going in. He said, "Rick, I got the record. I got a record." I said, "Oh." He pulled it out. He didn't have a label on it. I said, "What's the name on it?" He said, "Throw the D. You got to write it on there." I said, "Oh, okay. Let me get 2. No, got to get 1. I just got these all test breaks."
Right.
So I went. I started playing it. And I played it where I'm at, so they played it where he at. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So next thing you know, it became that big.
Wow.
Me and Fresh Kid Ice was hanging out. Fresh Kid Ice was like, "Rick, I need to buy me a car. I'm going to stay down here. I need to buy a car." We went on 119 to a used car lot. Got a little car. He bought a little car, Cameo or Cameo, I can't whatever you call it.
Yeah.
And got the car with me and him riding around. Then they finished that 2 Live album. 2 Live What We Are.
Right.
We want some.
Yeah.
Man, he gave me the first copy. I had it on the tape.
Yeah.
The tape went out. I had it all on one tape. You make the tape.
Yeah.
He made me a tape. Well, I was promoting that shit for anybody. I had it going across. I had sound in my car. You could hear me going down the street. Boom. Somebody say, "Hey!" All through Liberty City. And, me and Prince, we was hanging, bro. We was hanging.
Man, that right there.
Kid Ice.
Out the trunk type stuff. Giving them white labels out.
Yeah.
Poison Clan. Talk to me about JT Morning and Poison Clan. And
Poison Clan was discovered at Big Daddy's.
Yeah.
Big Daddy's on 7th Avenue and 119. Mr. Hard. DJ Hard discovered that group, and they became a group, and there from there. I didn't know them that when they was that young.
Right.
You understand? I didn't know them, and then I got to know them later. And Dev had a baby for my sister, my little baby sister. So,
okay.
Yeah, so I got to know them. So I got to know the Poison Clan, because one of them got the baby from my sister, my baby sister. So, hey, we family now.
Family,
So we all got to know each other as we got on the road, especially when I signed with Luke and 91, between 91 and 92. So when I signed with Luke Records, and I remember that was a pleasant day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. A pleasant paycheck, too.
Yeah, well, pleasant paycheck. And shout out to Luke. I love you. I love him to this day. Goddamn. Everybody like, I didn't need to come and get all that money. And I started somewhere. Y'all started.
Word. Shout out Uncle Luke, man.
Luke did his thing for me. I appreciate that. But,
Yo, Rick, man, I appreciate the stories. I appreciate the gems. I appreciate you coming by Rock the Bells, man. You are more than welcome to come back.
I ain't give you all the stories, though, but you ain't got to worry about it,
man,
because there's some stories on that road, brother.
It looks like we got to come back and come do this again.
Rock the Bells.
Yo, I'm telling you, man, I know you got stories. I witnessed some of the stories.
Oh, my God.
Till this day.
I just don't want to talk about it yet. We're going to save that for another show.
No, definitely, man. And once again, we appreciate you coming hanging out with us today, man. Rick, anything you want to promote before you get up out of here, man?
Yeah, me. Just me and my life. And when my book come out, just know the title is, Do You Know Where Your Daughter's At?
Yo, listen, don't only do that. Please get on that Miami documentary. It's well overdue.
Yeah, it is. And everybody's trying to put it together.
Who's everybody? There's only a couple of people that could tell stories from their perspective.
I only want to go on the Luke documentary because it's going to be told right and it's going to be put out right.
Right.
Everybody else just trying to have a tape for the hood. I don't want to do that because they keep asking me, but I don't want to get watered down.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
Water the story down and it's not told right.
Right.
It's told with the wrong people.
See, I think this is something that could not just be one show documentary. It really could be a season episode.
Oh, yeah, it can be. Because we got a lot of things going on. Miami built the music of bass and Gloria Estefan, the salsa music and all that. It built Miami.
Right.
And I don't, these guys that's growing up doing this different type of music, they need to really listen to what we came out with, because right now the bass music is being not taken. Atlanta's doing bass music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And they didn't take nothing. They was influenced. And I went up there and I helped put some bass in it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I worked with Lil Jon. I did Lil Jon's everything.
Right.
So I helped out too, because Atlanta and Miami, we was one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So these guys here right now, they got to understand bass music is the number one thing right now, the number one drive right now. But the bass music that they're doing here right now is not really what it was before.
Right.
It's like juke music, and I don't.
Yeah.
I like it, but I don't. It's not big enough to take it to another level.
Right.
But bass music,
forever will be
get
there.
on. Yeah, some of these cats are scared that they might not be gangster on a bass track. Mm-hmm. But if you listen to Trick, he was gangster, scarred.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
Captain D coming, with all that. And
even right now with City Girls. Like
City Girls.
They dropped some.
Yeah, Drake is all on bass record.
Yeah.
He just dropped another one with a bass song.
Right.
Come on, Miami. What are we doing? Usher dropping bass songs.
Right.
What are we doing?
Right. You're absolutely right. Rick, man, thank you for coming by. Rock the Bells, my guy. Can't wait for you to come back. I know you got more stories, but I got to get on with this mix. But what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to just drop this Wiggle It.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Wiggle, 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 wiggle.
Shout out to Rick Ross and that girl, what her name was, did the remix. I don't know what her name is.
I don't remember. I don't remember. Some of these people are not
Ross.
getting credit for what they done, but it is.
Shout out to all the DJs. Shout out to the one I started off big, and that was Sam Sneak.
Yeah.
I love him.
You know what it is. Shout my dog Sam Sneak. You know what I mean? Shout my dog, Uncle Al, rest in peace.
Yee!
And of course, your boy DJ Epps in the building, live and direct right here on LL Cool J Rock the Bells Radio, riding shotgun. My man, Disco Rick. Rick, thank you again, my brother.
Prince Markie D, I love you.